for doing this interview with us. It's Tomika Prouty. How are you this morning?
I'm awesome, and you?
I'm good. You are the CEO of House of Stone by Coco, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started with this company?
Oh, wow. Okay. So initially, it was because of my son. You know, I asked him to design a T-shirt. I'm just trying to get him in the mindset of being an entrepreneur. And at that time, he didn't want to. And so I decided I would just design a T-shirt. And at this particular time, it was really just for fun. And when I did that, I had a lot of friends and coworkers, you know, asking, can they purchase one for me? And eventually I just decided, you know, wow, I could really turn this into something, because I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur anyway. And this would be perfect because the T-shirts are positive energy, display positive energy, and my company is Christian-based. So the first T-shirt turned up for Jesus. And at that point, that's when I just turned it into an actual bona fide business. And then I moved from the T-shirts to what I'm doing right currently, which is my uniquely designed, one-of-a-kind, handcrafted jewelry.
Okay. So how were you able to make the transition from the Turned Up for Jesus shirts to the celebrity jewelry today? Was it an easy transition?
Actually, it definitely was an easy transition. I'm always trying to come up with something new, never being stuck in one position. And it was because of my upbringing, and also then that I just retired from the Army after 22 years. So, you know, I'm always doing something, and I couldn't just stay with T-shirts. So I transitioned to the jewelry, which is definitely easy. And in the future, I'm actually going to design some clothing and write a book. So I still have a lot of other things that I want to do, just one step at a time.
Okay. All right. So how would you describe your jewelry design?
Well, I am the visionary behind my pieces. I have two designers that actually handcraft the pieces for me. And they are of the highest quality, very, very affordable. I do have pieces for what I consider consumers and celebrities. And with that being said, again, I started off with consumers, and although I'm now designing for celebrities, I still want to keep jewelry for the average person. So my jewelry is of excellent quality, very affordable, different types of stones. We have onyx, tiger eye, pearls. So I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Okay. So you said you also designed for some celebrities. How was it designing for celebrities like Chrisette Michele and Floyd Money Mayweather?
Well, for Floyd, it was actually his personal chef, Chef Q, and it was actually an easy process. A lot of times when you're dealing with celebrities, you think it's like really crazy, but I actually had the pleasure of working with them, and not just those two, but I also just designed for Terrell T-Rex Simon. He's Life Gen and background singer, but he actually just came out with a song called In His Image, which is really hot. And so, again, it for me, I'm not sure about others, but for me, it wasn't a hard process at all. Very easy to work with. They were all a pleasure. And so for me, it was really easy. I didn't have any issues.
Wow. Okay, so what do you think as far as, well, first of all, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
And how has being a soldier helped you run your businesses?
Well, that could be I guess it could be twofold, because I'm always, my managers, used to tell me I'm always in her way. But I had to explain to her that's just my, just 22 years in the Army, like, and especially as a female, like, I got to be in charge. I had to be in charge, especially when I'm dealing with male soldiers. So transitioning and having managers and PR reps and, all these different titles around me, for them it could be difficult because they want to be able to do their job, and I'm so, not a control freak, but I'm very much hands-on with my business. And I feel like if I'm not hands-on, not that they can't do it, but it's not going to be right, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, but it has helped, though, because I'm very organized, very punctual. So, like I said, it could work against me or it could work for me. It just depends on the situation.
Right. Yeah, 'cause I know, especially coming from the military background, they teach you a lot of discipline, and like you said, so that you can help you to use that in your everyday life when you come out of it as well. Exactly.
And some soldiers, they have a hard time transitioning. Civilian life is totally different from military life. And it is an adjustment. So I knew retiring, I wouldn't have a 9 to 5. I already knew that. I determined that years ago. So I'm doing what I love to do.
Wow. Well, that's inspiring. So thank you so much for that again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell us about your first runway show, Road to Fashion.
Yes, ma'am.
That
show.
No, actually, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I started preparing for that show, I think, around February, of course, this year. And the show was May 1st. I think it was May 1st, May 3rd. And it was great. Initially, the CEO, Ms. Teresa Irvin, she afforded me the opportunity to be a part of Road to Fashion. And just that alone, I was really excited. It was my first fashion show. Being that I had only been in business maybe about, 8 months or so, and only been, working, designing jewelry at that time, maybe 5 months. So that was really a good thing for me, and I was, really excited about it. And then I get a phone call saying, you know what, I checked out your jewelry, it's really, really nice, so I'm going to give you your own segment. I don't think it would be, I think it would be good if you kind of had your own segment versus your jewelry being mixed with others. Yeah. So that was really cool, and that's what I did. I designed 13 pieces. Because it was so chaotic in the back with everybody getting dressed, I only had the opportunity to actually dress 9 of the models. But it was an honor, and I really appreciate Ms. Irvin for giving me that opportunity.
Wow. Well, that sounds like that was a great experience and also a great publicity for the jewelry.
Definitely. And I created a lot of friendship. And I'm still friends with a lot of the models. And a lot of them was actually, 14 at the time. And so I actually use those young ladies for a lot of other things that I have going on, like the event I just had here in Atlanta on the 24th. And I use a lot of those models for my photo shoot / lunch party. So we work well together.
Wow. Okay. All right, so what other projects are you currently working on, and do you have any upcoming events to look forward to?
Well, actually, I have an event tomorrow. And it's not really my event, but again, it's Terrell T-Rex Simon, life, Jenny background singer. He's having an event in Atlanta at the E-Villa on Peachtree. And so he invited me out to that. He's going to actually bring me up on stage and introduce me to the fans and kind of let them know what I'm doing, what I'm about. And, again, he's actually wearing one of my pieces. I designed a cross necklace and a cross bracelet for him. So he's put it out on IG. He's put it out on Facebook. And he's actually supporting me, and we're going to figure out a way that we can actually collab together. So that's pretty exciting. And then also on the 16th, I'll be back up in Atlanta to do an interview with Elite Magazine. So they reached out to me. They want to do a feature article. So I'll be up here working with them again for that. Let me see. I have a tribute to Denzel Washington in February of next year. I was invited to attend that and be the only jewelry designer for the mini fashion show and also be a presenter to one of the awardees. So those are the 3 major things I have going on right now.
Wow. Well, that sounds very busy and also something that you deserve with all the work that you have put into it. So I know that you're going to be definitely ready for those.
I am, and it's exciting. You know, I tell people I really genuinely love what I do. I don't see it as a job. You know, for me, my service is to give back. I've always been a giver, so I just feel like I want to be out in the community, and once I'm officially retired, which is 1 December, because I'm on what they consider leave right now, I'm going to actually go out and speak to veterans, talk about the aftermath of comeback-related injuries and illnesses, and that's what my book is actually going to be about. But I'm going to focus on female veterans because for some reason it's that silent epidemic. So I'm going to assist the males, but my focus is female veterans, just to be, you know, I'm a spokeswoman for them and just kind of, you know, change some things. I'm even hoping to go to the Pentagon and talk to some officials and get my experiences and see what type of organizations I can partner up with and try to make a difference.
Wow. Okay. All right, so actually you want to piggyback off of that when you said that you want to speak to other women as well, especially that are in the service. What advice would you want to give for other women who are coming out of the service and want to start their own business and don't want to do the 9 to 5, but want to do what they love?
I would tell them to go for it. You know, a lot of people worry, you know, about the finances because obviously when you retire or even if you just get out the military, you do your time, you get your honorable discharge and you get out, the pay is different. You know, a lot of people, you know, say we're spoiled and, you know, all this other crazy stuff, but the pay is different. And so for me, you know, I would just tell them to go for it. You know, just go for it. Think about where you could be, you know, a year from there, 5 years from there. Just go for it. That's honestly the only word I could really say is just go for it.
Okay.
Get out there and do it.
Okay. All right, so tell us your social media and any websites so that we can keep up with your updates.
Okay, so my fan page is Official House of Stone by Coco. My Twitter is HOSBYCOCO, and Instagram is House of Stone by Coco. My website should be ready sometime this week. It's just I'm having a lot of issues with it because my pieces are uniquely designed, and so as one piece is sold, I'm taking it down and adding another piece up, and so I could literally have 500-600 pieces, which my jury is designed. But hopefully by Friday, the website will be ready.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out for it, and when it is ready, we'll share it as well.
Okay, and I do want to put out that I did have a young lady. She sent me a message on Messenger, and she asked if she could be a brand ambassador for me. So I thought that was really cool. That people actually like what I'm doing. They love the jewelry, and they want to represent it and collaborate with me. So I thought that was really nice.
Wow, that is. Are you thinking about doing it?
Actually, I am. I spoke with her, and I told her, I'd reach out to her this week sometime, and we'll go over, rules of engagement and that type of stuff. And, she was actually one of the models at my photo shoot. So I really loved the way she represented herself at the photo shoot, and she would be a great brand ambassador. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Wow. Well, Ms. Tomika, thank you so much for this interview. We really wish you much success with everything that you got going on. We're going to make sure we keep an eye on your work and going to help you promote it and also just support you as much as we can.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I know you want to see my part in the limelight. Camera flashing, I'm so tired. Send the beat in your face to the other side. Fall back, you can see I'm the switch it up.